Her lashes slowly released. Every memory of the Grain Mother emanated from her mind into the sanctuary's air, smelting with the other parishioners' visionary reverberations into a collective luminescent vision of the goddess. Blossoming beyond bicameral boundaries, every blink sent cool waves of inspiration through the souls of those gathered, the kind of cosmic honey we savor each time mystery gives way to epiphany. Only then can we understand why the priests sound the gong. Only then can we raise our glasses in honor of the dead. Only then does the cosmic Grail pour forth its mystery. The divine howl of the ancestors echoed in the bones of these Eleusinian mysti, those initiates of the mysteries. They had drunk the kykeon, and now the sweet psychedelic potion was stirring their souls to ecstasy. Birth, life, death, it all made sense now. Gaia's cosmic sickle cycling the fields of stars and galaxy clusters, likewise an organic reaping of wheat and flesh and bone and breath. Now you are alive, now you are dead. Now this universe is here and now it is gone. She recognized her part in this dance, this endless pouring forth of the cosmic Grail into the vast seas of infinity. She was no mere spectator. She was the chalice itself, keeper of all the mysteries and miracles of conception. She was the contents as well, the waterfall of creative majesty. And in a moment, her old life, which promised only fear of the ego's termination, at death, dissipated in the radiance of this ecstatic baptism. And so she danced with the other mysti, danced throughout the night, danced joyfully in a waking dream. Eventually, in the ancient past, a different kind of experience would evolve. It is the counterpart to the entheogenic experience, which I call the extheogenic experience. If entheogen means generating divinity from within, extheogen means generating divinity from without. The reason I think this distinction is important has to do with the invocation of spirits, angels, aeons, or demons that appear in the records, whether they are the ancient Scythians using cannabis to call up ghosts, or medieval necromancers using henbane to wake the dead. Even today, people still use these substances for contacting otherworldly beings, as Rick Strassman's groundbreaking research showed in the 90s. Or one need only think of listening to the spirit of the mushroom. But one of the earliest examples of this kind of extheogenic experience can be found in the famous rites of Eleusis. The rites were mostly secretive, though many scholars have taken a crack at determining the opaque meaning behind the ceremony. One of the more prominent theories holds that the rites served as an explanation for seasonal change. Corre dies in the autumn and is reborn in the spring as Persephone. I think there was something deeper going on at Eleusis beyond a simple explanation for why the flowers grow in the spring and wither in the fall. And that explanation revolves around the kykeon, the beverage drunk at Eleusis that put the initiates into the otherworldly state so they may enter the sacred realm. Different plants and fungi have been posited as the active ingredient in the kykeon. For our purposes, I don't care what was in the kykeon. That doesn't matter. What mattered was the rationale behind the rites, bringing people into ecstatic frenzy so they could enter the spirit world and have a vision of Persephone rising from the dead. And this vision, this extheogenic experience, would lead to contentment in the afterlife. For this vision confronted that deepest fear, a fear so inaudible that nonetheless booms in the beat of every human heart. A fear so nerve-wracking that the gods stitched it shut with a constellation of veins in a futile attempt to prevent the despair from escaping. A fear that all of you, every one of you, share with these ancient Eleusinians. A fear that we all share as strangers, friends, and colleagues. That frighteningly sobering question we all asked ourselves the morning we knew how to reason. Why are we born just to die? The answer came at the height of the ceremony. After the kykeon had started to take effect, a single stalk of wheat was presented to those gathered. In seeing this stalk, the mystized, the initiates, became epops, those who have seen. This perfect meshing of substance, setting, and symbolism allowed these participants to reach deep into the furthest corners of their hopes, their fears, their passions, their loves, even tickle the terrors of the unknown at the hour of death. Whatever the kykeon contained, whether opium, cannabis, or a magic mushroom, both the medicines of life and the dreads of death could be seen, could be felt, and could be experienced at Eleusis. And all those apops would leave knowing the secret, namely, that it is the earth that births, it is the earth that heals, and it is the earth, our divine Mother Gaia, to which we all shall return. And in the sacred madness that was the rites, the apops would watch as Persephone rose from the dead. They had become part of her myth. And myths last for all time. So dread not, delicate mortals. Like the stalk of wheat presented at the height of the ceremony, you are made of the same cosmic building blocks. You are the rain. You are the grain. You are the hunter and the hunted. You are the child born the moment you close your eyes for the last time. But rejoice, sweet one, for you too shall rise again. For you are the contents of the cosmic Graell, the limitless elixir that is existence. Because you were born by necessity, you will spill forth forever. Your eyes have opened, Suede Apops. Now close them in capitulation, for no fancy ceremony or poetic words can really substitute for your rendezvous with the inevitable. Surrender, child. You're home.